official. We have made it to 0 days left of this. The 38 Laws of Strength and Power by Matthew Davies. Mind you, this is a 90-day program. We went through the book about one law a day, relatively speaking, because some days I stacked them for sure and then confused myself and may have accidentally skipped some things, but anyways, I'm gonna read these pages. I'm gonna read these pages and then I'll do my little chat with you guys. Law number 38, the ultimate cheat code. Page 116. This law gives you the ultimate cheat code, the ultimate shortcut. This law will help you learn decades worth of building knowledge in a matter of weeks, so you can make big gains in the shortest time possible. Do you want to know what the cheat code is? The shortcut? The cheat code is having a coach. I know this sounds self-serving because I offer my own coaching services. This is what he's saying. But let me be 100% honest with you. In my career, by far, one thing that has improved my ability to build a strong physique. End of page 116, going into page 117. Okay. Let me see. This mic is flashing. I think the battery's gonna go out. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it's supposed to flash. I don't really know. But usually I see a solid green. So I'm hoping this is picking up. Okay, so page 117. Yeah. And it says, in my career, by far, one thing that has improved my ability to build a strong physique has been the coaches that I surround myself with. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for the knowledge of different coaches and mentors compiled over the years. In fact, my coaches inspired me to be a coach. By having a coach, you take all the guesswork out of your training. And a coach has years of experience helping people like you with pain points like yours, with doubts like yours, with stories that have been harder than yours. They have decades of experience helping people achieve dream physiques, helping people build a level of confidence, authority, and strength in a lot less time than they could do on their own. Coaches have already made the mistakes, and they're teaching you how to not make them for yourself. The coach saves you the time and frustration of going at it alone. So if you want to accelerate your progress, and if you want to reach the next level much faster, then getting a coach will probably be the best thing for you. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you're advanced. A coach takes you from where you are right now and gets you where you need to be. My coaching program is called Winners Only Coaching. I am very selective when it comes to accepting new clients. If you apply to join, then I will deem you fit or not fit to train and be a part of our circle. But because it's an entirely customized and one-on-one program, I do have very limited spaces and it's not cheap, so it's not for everyone. That's another reason why I wrote this book, to help as many people get jacked, get big, and page, guys. If you want a more advanced and customized program, then join my email newsletter at my website to learn more about winners only coaching. www.winnersonlyfitness.com. Come on. Law number 38. Work with a coach. All right. So we're recording? We're recording. All right. So since today is 0 days remaining, I guess, we've been 38 days with this, and I hope everyone has at least learned something or gotten some distance on some of their goals. If not, if you're in a position like myself where it's like, I guess maybe I didn't have like way too detailed of goals, at least nothing that I could fully get to within 38 days, really, then I guess if you're in a position kind of like mine, like basically what my next step is calculating pretty much, because I have notes, and so since tomorrow we're starting the Shotokan Karate, at this point, as of now, I just barely posted the introductory video or audio episode, and so that introductory episode is going to be used just for like some general background, so you can kind of see if it's something you're into. I'm gonna see maybe in 30 days how far things get. I would like to learn a kata, be good at it. I don't know how long it's supposed to take to do certain things, so I might adjust as we go. I don't know if I'm setting the bar too low or what, but I don't know how long it takes to do the belt tests. I would like to get at least to one belt, if not two. I don't know if that's even possible in 30 days. I gotta look up and see how many days on average it's likely to take, because I don't even know that. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. But I do have general info, and I am going to continue with the lifting, and I don't want to call it bulking. I'm a female. I'm not gonna necessarily bulk like that, but it's like, I did take my measurements sometime earlier in this program. I did take my measurements of like biceps, waist, hips, all that kind of stuff. So I think I'll probably go through and measure all that again, even though I'm not going to talk about it too much. Maybe in the first official episode tomorrow, if I can do that by tonight. At the moment, I'm driving to the park to get in a workout. I'm thinking I'm going to do park and then gym for the sauna afterwards. I ate breakfast already, like a while ago now, like around 7:30 a.m. It's like 9:18 a.m. on Sunday right now. So I was able to get up last night before bedtime. I went and I got some melatonin because I was like, I've been pumping up with this C4 pre-workout stuff, and like, unfortunately, last night or yesterday when I was about to get to the gym, as I stated when I put out the 1 day left episode, I was about to go drive, and then the cycle symptoms started coming back up, and I was like, great. So when that starts, it's kind of on the heavier end. I don't want to talk about that too much because I know some people don't want to hear it, and I don't really want to hear it either. So, but it's just part of life right now. It's definitely a barrier of something that's getting in my way. But also it's like, hey, I was like, if I can't get in a comfortable workout, I'll at least sleep good. So I slept pretty well.
I was like, let me just sleep good and then wake up early, because I was going to work out at night. Unfortunately, I didn't really do that. I did kind of the opposite of that. But it's not that I couldn't work out. It's just it was something. I've got issues, guys. I've got issues going on that makes it so sometimes certain things are not easy. And I'm not just trying to wait till something's easy, but sometimes things are like more difficult than they need to be. Um, and I'd rather stay home to deal with it. So that was kind of the predicament I got myself into. I waited too long because I spent so much time working on these like affiliate links with this Amazon stuff and like uploading everything and all this other kind of stuff I was doing online. It started to take so long. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just a terrible situation. Um, this car's starting to knock a little bit. Probably low on oil. Um, but yeah, I I'm headed to work out now. I'm just gonna do cardio at the park, and then they've got the equipment, so I'm gonna use the equipment. Um, Mostly working out arms. I'll do all of it. Arms, core, legs. I don't really mind. I've got the energy. I don't really need to be anywhere. I've got pretty much till lunch or something. I'm not gonna work out like 2.5 hours, but I'll just work out till either it gets sunny and hot, or until I fit in about 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know. Um, but yeah. So today's the end of the program. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't hit your goals, I hope you at least tracked enough to kind of have some data to work with to analyze and see what you want to do between September 15th and October 15th. That's kind of what the next, at least my next stage is going to be. Um, Now, overall, I'm trying to train for the snowboard season, and I won't even know how well or how effective all of this training is going to have been until maybe like November. November is about the time, like late November is probably the earliest I'd be able to get to the most local slopes if there's snow, or if they start blowing fake snow, or if if it's available, I'll be able to do it. If it's not going to be available, then um there's not really much I can do about that. Or I'd have to go out of state or out of the area, or go to Mammoth or somewhere far, But you know, Mountain High is usually my go-to because it's the cheapest, even though it's not the best. And then so Mountain High or Bear. But Bear is kind of like, Bear is better. It's a bigger resort, a better resort. Um, Hopefully by that time of year, end of year, early next year, I'll be able to kind of do some fitness related recordings, um, kind of related to snowboarding. Um, it's kind of funny. I laugh about this because like there aren't that many black female snowboarders. I'm not saying I've never seen any on the slopes. There aren't a lot of black people out there anyways, but usually when I do see black people, uh, they are maybe beginners. I mean, I think Zeb Powell was one of the first people I've seen, and there's this other dude on who has like a YouTube channel who does his own stuff. I can't remember his name on the channel, but he does his own thing, and yeah, that new guy is kind of like on there. So I don't know. I I guess no, he's not new. I don't know. I'm trying to drive and talk, so I'm kind of saying the wrong thing. But But yeah, that guy. I know he has burn helmets. He's the one that I knew about the burn helmets from BERN, and then I got a helmet that looked like his. I can't remember the guy's name though. So I know like two black guys. I don't know of a lot of black females or any at all that I could like name. I've never seen any black females compete. If I've seen them on the slopes, they've been either hidden underneath maybe like all the gear that you wear and it's not maybe obvious, or maybe biracial or mixed race or something where I just didn't notice. I mean, I'm not like looking at like, ooh, what race is here? That's not really what I'm doing when I'm out there, but it's like, it is kind of interesting when you've been involved in a sport for so long and you just still never see anybody who really looks like you. But you know, as far as like queer females, kind of like on the tomboyish side, I'm pretty sure, you know, at least people who are into like fitness and exercise and that kind of stuff. There's got to be some black women out there. But I just don't know them personally. So it would be cool if there was like a meetup group or like a group to like hang with. I mean, they don't have to be black, but like any race really. You know, to kind of like have a crew of people to kind of like go with. Um, I mean, I like going by myself because it is smoother to just do. Like, it's kind of far. It does take a lot of like planning and stuff. Like, but I'm kind of at a point where I've usually been established enough to the point where I can just get up and go. Like I don't have to like buy a bunch of stuff before I'm going. The only thing I need to buy is if I'm booking like a hotel or motel or something, or if I'm like bringing like food or snacks or buy gas or whatever. Like gear wise, I don't usually need anything. Um, Usually I'm pretty set. And my main issue with inviting people is usually they're not ready. And then it's like the day of, they're still not ready. So you spend all this time trying to shop and buy stuff or like rent stuff and do all this stuff. And it's like, that's time out of the day when it's like you still got at least at minimum a 2 hour drive one way, a 2 hour drive back, probably more like 3.5 hours depending on LA traffic, and then, all that. So I'm usually not um too interested in going with like brand new people, even though I love to. But it kind of just depends if it's like a season where things are limited. And this season, I think I'm gonna have to be selfish because I haven't been up for 2 seasons because of my back injury, and then this other health thing going on. Like it's affected my ability to work. I haven't really had enough hours that I've been able to put in with working and like getting work or doing work, and so the finances aren't fully there for snowboarding, and then at least not for like everything I would need. And then I've got to have a car situation where I can like drive a car up there that's not gonna like stall in the snow. Um, the last couple years have really not, well, few years have not been ideal, but then the last couple years I haven't been able to even get up. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. So I've got some months that I'm working towards that. So that's where all this is coming from, where I'm like, dude, let me try and push and at least get to the slopes twice, because the first time almost doesn't even count because I'm going to be just like falling all over the place. The memory, the motor memory, the muscle memory is not going to be there. I already know there's going to be like a bit of you know, a time period where I'm going to need to, do more. So, yeah, I'm used to kind of doing more. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I mean, I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to push. Um, I've been doing therapy for mental health stuff. It's working as in an accountability thing, but it's not fully working, to tell you the truth. Part of it's me. I do have a therapist that's not. I think they've got a lot of issues going on as far as their own health and other personal things, and they tend to miss a lot of days, and that's kind of getting a little bit stressful for me. I'm getting a little frustrated with it, honestly, because they don't even cancel on time. Like, I can't tell you how many times they've canceled, like, maybe 20, 30 minutes before, if not like 5 minutes before the appointment. So it's like I'm either sitting there waiting or going to where I'm going to take the appointment call, or I'm like, because it's remote, or I'm like already online, or I'm like just wrapping up whatever I'm doing so I can like start getting on my way to get out of the house and like have time to like be there when I need to be available. And then we always start like 10 minutes late, sometimes up to 10 minutes late, which I guess is fine. But I'm kind of realizing that might be a bit of an issue, because I'm trying to be strictly regimented, and then I've got someone else that's trying to help me that isn't that strictly regimented. Like, they've missed a lot of days. I don't think I've called out any days, and they've called out a whole lot of days. I don't know what to think about it. The year's almost over. I might stick it out for the rest of the year, but it would make sense to bring it up. But I'm kind of just like, with some things, I'm like, is there even a reason to bring it up? Because it's like, if I were to cancel too late, I would get charged. They're not going to get charged if they cancel late. I'll get penalized if I cancel like 5 minutes, 30 minutes before appointment. Like, I'm not gonna have like a grace period or anything like that, you know. Maybe they would be flexible with me just because I don't always cancel. That might be the only thing that could possibly work in my favor, because it's not like I'm canceling all the time. So, you know, but I'm kind of like trying to be like strictly regimented, and like it's kind of hard to have like a professional person who's supposed to be trying to help and like, you know, like set an example. I feel like it's just not, I don't know if it's, I need to park somewhere else actually. Made it to the park. I just need to figure out where I'm parking. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to just like be patient with things. I've got some work support coming with the issues that I've got. I've signed up. I've been able to finally sign up for a program where I didn't have like stop signs. What's going on? Is there an event at this park? They've got like crossing guards. I don't know. Tell me there's some kind of event going on. I just want to work out. I'm not trying to like deal with people. Well, maybe if there's an event, maybe it's gonna be something cool. Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to figure out things in life, you know? Like, I'm not used to dealing with all this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like a new world for me to adjust to. But I'm having more caffeine, that helps, you know? Having a pre-workout, having like a lot of a pre-workout is helping me. At least my energy's there. It's not completely natural energy, but it's kind of forced, but it's there and it works. Like, I've got the energy that I wasn't having before. Is there some kind of like workout club or something? There's a lot of like old Asian people walking around. There's a lot. This is Torrance, but like, I've got no problem with people being Asian. There's just a lot of old Asian people everywhere. Like, I don't know if this is, I'm not used to being here on like a Sunday morning, but everybody I see, either at a car or walking around, is an Asian old person. This is what is going on? There must be an event or something. I don't know what is happening here. This is, yeah, I think there's some kind of like, I don't know if it's a 5K. I don't even know what you would call this. Something's going on. Or maybe this is just how this park is on Sunday mornings. I don't know. I'm not aware because I'm not usually here. But, yeah, this is crazy. I'm trying to find a spot to park that I like. I don't want to be parked next to people in case I want to sit in the car a little bit after. Because I had this idea to sit in my car a little bit so I can read some of the Shotokan Karate book. I'm gonna park maybe over here at the end. I'm gonna be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want anybody talking to me. I don't want anybody trying to like talk to me. I don't want to park next to anyone. Alright, I think this is a good spot. I'm gonna park just kind of over here, away from everyone. There's not gonna be any shade over here, but at least I'll have my own little space. Alright. Car forward a little bit. Past the line. That's good. Alright. So, yeah, I'm about to be going into this park. I got my bag of water and let me see. Let me put on a little sunscreen. It's cloudy out, but let me try to at least do part of what I need to do. And yeah, so this is the end of this program here, guys. I hope you liked it. And thanks for tuning in to those of you who did. I know this is kind of like a bit of a different turn. I don't usually record this kind of stuff, but like I said, I wasn't recording for a while because I didn't know what to record. I didn't really have a direction, and I'm like, why don't I just record what I'm doing? Because what else am I supposed to talk about? Like, let me just talk about what I'm actually in the middle of doing. If people want to do the same, you're welcome, and if you don't want to do the same, I mean, I've got other episodes that aren't like these types of topics. There are other episodes, and so here and there. But I had nothing really to record because I'm like, all I'm really doing is trying to work on health goals. That's the only thing I've been doing. I read some spirituality content, but I don't post it on here. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, I have a podcast over at Theory and Theology. I post over there sometimes about that sort of topic, but it's not, I like right now I'm kind of looking at Baha'i religion stuff. Like, I'm not trying to become any religion of any kind. I'm just kind of learning, and I like that it's pretty positive, focused on peace and love and all that kind of thing. Who can't use more of that in this time and day and age? And so I'm kind of using that content for some positive lifestyle balance in my life. And then yeah, because I haven't really had a very positive time with a lot of media options lately. So yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I'm about to go get this workout rolling on, and then I use StepIn, which is kind of like this Ponzi scheme crypto mining app. So I might make a third of a cent or something if I walk a mile or two. But we'll see. It's I'm ready to have a fun day, but this is how I'm kicking off this new week. I don't have too much more to say. So thanks so much for listening. Please tune back in for the Shotokan Karate starting tomorrow. I've already got an intro video posted up for this morning, and then you can see what you think. We can all go from there. I'm gonna put in my earbuds and then get rocking and rolling. All right, bye guys.